Hi, Flosstube friends. How are you? I've missed you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. I made cookies, those refrigerator kind that you cut. So they're pinwheels, but you cut them and bake them right before your friends get here. So the whole house smells amazing. And they're delicious. I tried one. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. If we haven't met yet, my name is Daleen, and this is my channel where I talk about cross stitch and quilting and sewing and my grandbabies and chickens and my dog and gardening and food, always food, and of course, what I'm grateful for. So, anyway, let's get started. Happy Arbor Day, Tree Day. Latin means arbor. Arbor means tree. Okay. Anyway, I thought, well, that we could talk about trees. Of course. Okay. So the quilt behind me is called a Washington Winter Pine. And I machine stitched and hand quilted it. 1996. I think you can see the label right there. You can see the swishes that I made on the side. Those are kind of fun. I made it when we moved back from Germany, so I was happy to be back in Washington State. It hangs in our library, and I thought I would share it with you. Okay, let's see. Oh, and another previous finish is and the forest grew. I finished that in 2018. It is Karen Kluba, and it was a really fun stitch. Oh, and Lindy Stitches is the one that designed, or she made a different wording for the center. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. She charted those words instead of what was on the chart. And I think that if you send her a picture of your pattern, that she still gives that away. So anyway, thank you. And this hangs in our bedroom. I love it. I love all the trees. I love stitching it. It was, you could do one or two motifs, and then it felt like you really made a lot of progress. So, okay, and then I have another one that hangs on a doorknob of a drawer pull, and it's a little. I don't remember who I did this. All I have on the back is an old tie from Mr. Wright that I cut up. Kind of fun to have that as just a memento. Anyway, it hangs on a little display dresser, and it's a little sampler with a big tall tree, and I love doing it. On the edge here, you can see the fabric has got little pine cones and evergreen. So I love that. We started Arbor Day in America, well, and also a lot of different countries celebrate it, which is kind of neat. In 1854, Sterling Morton and his wife Caroline, they were in Nebraska City in the early 1870s, and he was the editor of the newspaper. And because he got to decide what went in the newspaper, and he wanted to talk about trees. He wanted to tell how important they were, and they helped us breathe better, and helped our land, and helped our ecoculture. I don't think they called it that then. Anyway, so we had this contest, and he decided that he would give away prizes to the people that planted on a particular day, that planted the most interesting tree, things they had never heard of, or the most. So people won prizes, and they planted over 1 million trees in one day. I think we could learn a lesson from that. I mean, take the carbon dioxide down, the trees, give off some great stuff. It would be a good thing. So anyway, I loved it. I love Mr. Wright is going to transplant with a neighbor today after work. They're transplanting a maple tree onto between the sidewalk and the street where one of the trees had died. And so they're planting a new one in that spot. So kind of a fun thing to do today with all the neighbors and talk about trees. So yay, trees. Okay, let's see. What else is on my list? Oh, I have a finish. Yeah, I know. Pretty neat. Okay, Plum Street Sampler, Heritage Sampler. And Paulette designed this as, what did she say? In her second Flosstube video, she explains this entire stitch, and she said it's the evolution of our flag. You can kind of go through it. This is a Rhode Island Rhode Island style sampler, which means big wide borders, lots of flowers, and then different blocks that depict different scenes. And anyway, and also lots of over one. So I finished it. Yay! This is the sampler that Mr. Wright wanted. He loved it right away when he saw it, and he said, "Ooh, I kind of like that one." And I thought, okay. And I had no idea how much over one was in this. So it's in the Gadsden flag, the 33-star flag, the 50-star flag, and all of the words. Over one is not my favorite. I know that now for sure. I put Mr. Wright's initials, the date, but everything else is the same. Called for, no, not the called for fabric, but it's the called for, oops, that's crooked, sorry. Called for floss. And I thought my frame was going to come today or yesterday. So anyway, it'll be here. It'll be here after this video is over. You know that. So I will definitely frame it and show it off once it's all done. But it was a fun stitch. It was kind of similar to the End of Forest Grew, where each little motif made you feel like you finished a good bit of the sampler. So anyway, it was a pleasure to stitch. I think I showed you last time I had just started it. Anyway, I really loved it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm talking about the entire sampler, not the over one. I don't mind doing over one. A little bit, not a lot. And it's not as neat and tidy as I think it should be, but anyway, it's finished. It's going to look great in the frame. I ordered the frame about 2 weeks ago, so it kind of gave me encouragement to get a move on and get it finished. And I knew that if I put this down, I wasn't going to pick it up. So I thought, oh, I got to finish the over one. And I thought I was going to do a thread every day when I stitched. And no, that was a great idea, but I didn't do it. So I ended up stitching all these words at the end, and I was 2 strands of floss short on the black coffee, so I made do with Blackbird. So anyway, there you go. Finish. And today after the video, when the doorbell rings, it'll be the UPS guy with my frame, so I can finish that. That'll be good. Okay, it is that time of year again. Can you please help me with a project? Okay, this might sound kind of funny to begin with. It's going to be my birthday, so I was wondering if you could help me with the food bank project that I do every year. Okay, first of all, you buy this, it's an aluminum pan with one of those lids. You can get them at the $1.25 store, or you can get them at the grocery store. They're not that expensive. Okay, so in each one, I put, hold on here, let's see. I put a cake mix, and I put this frosting in the can, and in the frosting comes sprinkles already in it. So that was kind of cool. I thought that was neat. Okay, and then I went to the $1.25 store, and I got candles, balloons, and happy birthday napkins. Okay, so I made chocolate cake. I made, well, I didn't make it. I put together the kits. Vanilla. I did those funfetti for kids that like those. Oh, and then I just made one German chocolate cake. They had that frosting that was the German chocolate. Is that nuts and coconut or what have you that they put in there? Okay, my friend Catherine, Stitching in Costume, her husband's birthday was this week, and she was making a German chocolate cake, and she told me, and I said, oh, I'll make one of those too. So, actually, there you go. You can see all that. Okay, so I put all these, I have them stacked up right here in front of me. That's why I can looking over there. Sorry. Okay, so you put all of this supplies in one of these pans, and then I just... Oh, you have to lay this part down because it won't fit if you don't. Then I put the lid on it. Okay, now it won't fit at all. All right, you get it. I'll put put it in here so it fits. Okay, and then I just put that packing tape around it, that clear packing tape around each one. And then I have a whole bunch stacked up. And then I take them to the food bank for my birthday. And this year I'm going to be on vacation. So I'm going to do it a couple days before my birthday. All right, so this is my idea, and I've done it now like 3 years, I think. So I was really hoping that you would join me. So we put together these kits, and then you drop them off at the food bank. So just think about it. The people that really might not have enough, and they need a little bit of extra help, think about it. If you couldn't afford to buy a birthday cake or candles or balloons or whatever for your little kid or your husband, and so then you saw this kit at the food bank. It came with everything. The pan, so you already have the pan, the cake mix, all the stuff, the candles, the frostings, the sprinkles, everything will be in there. And think how happy they'll be. It's a great, great thing. And when you drop them off, the people always say, oh, what a great idea. I never thought of that. Oh, they're going to love this. They're going to love this. Okay, and so then last year and the year before too, so many people joined me. So I had people donating cakes in Oregon and Virginia and Florida and Vermont. It was just across the country. So it doesn't have to be exactly on May 6th, but I mean, it would be cool if you did it close to then. So for my birthday present, could you please help me and donate a happy birthday cake mix and all the supplies to one of your local food banks. And you'd only have to do 1 or 2 if you can't really have extra money. But if you do have a charity envelope and you stick some money in there each month, could you please dip into your charity envelope and help me? Because I think it'll be a really fun thing. And I love hearing from all of you. And this time I have these little charms that I made. Oops, I don't see them. Okay, I'm going to give away 3 of them. I can't see them. Wait, here they are. Okay, I knew I put them here. All right, so I made these little charms. I call them little doodads, but people call them floss bling. People call them zipper pulls. Okay, so I made these little cards. They go inside there, and so it's to hang on the edge of your project bag. I have a couple that have crowns. I have these little funny ladies. This funny lady says gifted, and then I put some charms. There's a button, a pair of scissors, and a little heart on this one. And they're all different. I made a whole bunch of different ones. I made a whole bag of them. It was really fun to do something different. This one, oh, good gravy. This one, she says vibrant, and she's purple with yellow. This one looks like it's blue. And yeah, she's blue with green and a blue bow in her hair. And I have a little floss charm and a heart charm. Anyway, I'm going to give away 3 of those to anybody that comments back about how many cakes they donated, or, you know, the boxes of the cakes or whatever. I thought it would be a fun celebration if I gave away the little presents. So I'll pick 3 people and I'll mail those to you. And I'll put this frosting over here. Anyway, I thought that would be really fun. So if you write me a little comment and tell me if you donate 1, that's great. Or 3 or 6 or 12, whatever you want, but to your food bank, and then I can give away 3 of those little charms. I thought that'd be fun. So that's a great happy birthday. That'll be a fun thing. Okay, so please join me doing that. I would love that. Thanks. Okay, let's talk about gardens. This morning I collected my eggs. I got 3 eggs this morning. Can you see those? Okay, good. I collected egg number 5,274. I know. I've had chickens for about 9 years. And so that's a lot of eggs that you can give away to people, give to your dog, give to your neighbors. It's really fun. Really fun. Okay. And, oh, you know I have this ready. Little bar soap from the hotels. I'm sure you saved one. It's in the back of your drawer. Put it in your garden shed. Rake your fingernails over it before you do your gardening. And then your fingernails won't get filled with dirt. They're filled with soap. And then when you wash your hands when you're done, perfect. All right. I'm going to plant my tomatoes. You know I'm planting my tomatoes. Okay, dig a hole about 8 or 9 inches down. Put in a can of sardines. Kind of smoosh them up. Put some dirt, a handful of dirt on top or compost, whatever you got. And then I put a little bit of all my magical stuff that I coffee grounds and ground up eggshells, some bone meal. You want those tomatoes to have lots of calcium from the sardines, the bone meal, and the crushed eggshells. And then you put your tomato plant in, cover it with dirt, get rid of the leaves that are on the ground. And then I put about 3 or 4 inches of mulch over top of that to kind of protect it, keep the water level in there. And then the animals don't smell the sardines and won't dig it up. But this is excellent fertilizer. The Native Americans used to just, chop up fish and put whatever chunk of fish in the bottom of each one of those holes for their tomatoes. And I get beautiful tomatoes every single year. So anyway, I thought you might like my tip. It's a good one. It works. It's cheap. Well, I don't know if cheap. It's like $1 something each. $1.20, $1.10. I don't know. Anyway, but just smash it up, put them in there. You'll be so happy that you did. You're going to get a great harvest. So yay, I planted 60 purple purple onions yesterday. So I'm going to have lots of beautiful purple onions. Those are my favorite. I can hardly wait. It's a little bit chilly in the nighttime still, but we're getting there. It's getting warmer and warmer. So we'll have a good gardening season. So that'll be good. Okay. Let's talk about some happy mail that I got. Ooh, first of all, look at this. One of you out there, I didn't ask permission, so I'm not going to say a name. She made this for me. Isn't this beautiful? Little, she has her, the initials and the year, and then this trim is just rope with some leaves on it. She stitched this. Oh, and the charm, it's really beautiful cross. You can see that she pinned on there. Oops, sorry. There you go. Isn't that the nicest thing? I love this. It's such a pretty little piece. Oh, and I forgot to write down the name of it. I know the pattern. If you want the name of the pattern, I did write it down on Instagram, but I promise I'll share it if you write me a note. It was just so lovely. It took my breath away. I couldn't believe it. It was such a nice surprise. Made me so darn happy. I just love that. Okay, and then another one of you sent me some patterns and some floss, and this whole thing is full of all kinds of goodness. I kind of took my breath away too. I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. It was just happiness for me. I was really happy. Okay, and then one other Flosstube friend, she sent me one of these so that I could start coming up with something. So, I made one of these for me. Little crown. I think it's a crown. Oh, it's roses, flowers, pinks. And then I put my pink scissors in there already. I already ripped this part out. So I'm on the hunt for some beautiful fabric. And I think I want to stitch something in this side right here to set my scissors on. And lots of people are doing it. I kind of was looking online. I was looking on Amazon and Target and whatnot. Everybody's talking about it. And I thought, I kind of want to do it. I was like jealous that everybody was doing it. So I thought, I want to do it. And I just never got around to ordering it. And one of you sent this to me. Isn't that the nicest thing? I thought it was so nice. I'm so lucky. Thank you very much. Thank you. You certainly don't have to send me anything, but boy, howdy, was it a fun day when I got mail and then I could share it with you. So anyway, that makes me happy. Okay. Let's talk about my work in progress. It is from Elizabeth Needlework Design, and it's called an Antique Evergreen Sampler. So once I finish the Heritage Sampler, this is the one that I picked up. And it has trees. And in the letters of the alphabet, it talks about a fir tree, a cedar tree, juniper, pine, spruce, and a yew tree are all put in with those letters. And I just thought why am I having trouble? There you go. I just thought it was really charming. I love the look of it, and I thought it was really fun. So I started it. When I finished the other one, hold on here. I didn't put it on the board. Sorry. Okay, we'll just put it on this so you can kind of see where I am. And I was super happy. I love this fabric. This fabric is cappuccino, and I think that's the one. I didn't bring all the insides of this, but I think that's the color that they called for. So cappuccino. So kind of fun. And mostly DMC floss was called for this one. And so I had a lot of it, and I had a couple of the overdyed, so I'm using that. That was a kind of a fun thing to start. I'd never seen that pattern before, so I thought, ooh, it'll be a fun one to do. That'll be good. Okay. Oh, I'm starting 2 quilts. I'm starting to collect the fabrics. Okay, this one. Oh, I forgot to take it out of the bag. Sorry. Hold on. I have 2. Okay. I have 2 little grandsons who are deep into playing baseball. So I am collecting the fabrics. I have the backing fabric, which is all baseballs. I have the red, I have the white, and now I'm collecting the blues. But for our vacation, we're going towards Sisters, Oregon and Bend, Oregon. And so I thought maybe I could collect a few of those quilt fabrics there, those blue ones. And then, this is not for my grandsons. I don't even know why I'm doing it, but it made me laugh. I thought it was funny. And so I'm making this chicken quilt, which I love it. I can see the stack of fabric over there. I already have a few fabrics I've chosen. I don't know why, but it made me laugh. It's really funny. It's just called Chickens. Cluck, cluck, sew. Anyway, there you go. Those are the two quilt patterns that I'm starting to collect fabrics for. That'll be good. Ooh, let's talk about needles for a second. Okay. I gotta put my glasses on so I can read what they are. Okay, everybody's talking about what kind of needles do you use? What kind do they like? What kind do you suggest? This is the needle, and it is called Sullivans Easy Glide Ball Tip Needle. Size 26 is this one, but I have the next size, 28, I think, as well. Anyway, okay, so these are ball tip needles, and right at the very bottom, there's just a little bit of a round thing. And what I sew with the sewing method, so I hold my fabric and I pull from the top. So I sew from the top and I only go down when I have to end off a piece. So these needles help me catch that next little hole. And I usually stitch on 32 or 36 count. So these work beautiful. I know a lot of people say that they throw away their needle after they're done. Okay, I wrote it down. I've had these needles. I bought this as a backup. I got them at Acorns and Thread. I bought this as a backup because I thought, oh, if I really like them and then they break, then I won't have another one. So I bought 2 packages. I have had those needles and used I stitch with 2 needles at a time. I thread 2 needles with the color that I'm using, so I don't have to stop every single time. So anyway, I thread 2 needles at a time, and I've had those needles since October 2019. And I'm still using them for all the pieces that I've stitched. So I use those needles to stitch this entire... No, this one's 2018. Sorry. I use those needles to stitch this entire piece. And my eye is on the sparrow. All the ones I've done since 2019. Those are the needles that I've used. So I had a hard time finding where the camera is. I liked filming on my computer because I could look right at it and then it looked like I was looking at you. And in this one, I'm supposed to look over there, and I tried to put a piece of paper there so I would try to remember, and I keep forgetting and I keep looking at myself. And anyway, okay, so anyway, that's my needle story. So that's what I use. Everybody has a different preference, so you gotta pick what you like. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so one of my subscribers, one of my friends, they gave me 2 patterns. Well, they gave me 3, but I'm going to just do 2 today. because I'm going to do those other 3 charms for the birthday cake thing. Okay, so I'll do 2 of these. Okay, so I'm giving away 2 of these Prairie Schooler Santas. This one is 2013. Sorry for my note, but that you got to write the number, or the number 2013 if you're interested in this one. I got to put my note back on there. And then this one is 2001. And they're the card ones. So if you would like me to slip this in an envelope and send it your way, you got to write down 2001. So I have those 2 Santas to share. Thank you very much for giving them to our group so that we could share with our friends. That's a good thing. Okay, so, oh yeah, the birthday cake. I already talked about that. I just, isn't it a great idea? It's a great idea. I love it. I love it. Just think if you went there and all you could really get were potatoes and rice and beans, which is good to feed your family. Trust me, that's fabulous. I think even if I was the Queen of England, I'd eat rice and beans. I don't know why that's one of my favorite meals, but anyway, the birthday cake. Donate a birthday cake kit with the balloons and the candles. That would be fun. And leave me a note. Just drop me a quick note that says that you donated 1 or 10 or 12 or however many you want to. And I will add your name to the drawing. And I promise I'll give away 3 of these little doodad charms. They were really fun to make. It was really fun. I loved making them. It made me happy. Okay, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for sunshine, finally. Yesterday afternoon, I didn't have to wear boots in the backyard. I didn't have to wear boots near the chicken coop, and things are starting to dry out. So thank you, God, for sunshine. Thank you. Ooh, and vacation. I'm grateful for vacation. Next week, I leave on vacation. Yay! It's going to be fun, and it's going to be swimming and bike riding, and I can hardly wait. That'll be great. I'm grateful for my stitching friends. Thank you so much for not only the really, really thoughtful, generous gifts that you've sent me, but I get some really lovely Easter cards and kind comments. And it's kind of been one of those times in our lives, all of our lives, it's kind of down and a little bit depressing sometimes. And kind of seems like there's no hope. And then, oh, lo and behold, you get a card in the mail from one of your stitchy friends, and it just cheers you all up. It keeps you going for another week or so. So I really, really thank you and appreciate when you remember me or send me a note. I love sending notes and write back to people. I am grateful for my flip-flops. These are my grounding flip-flops. Okay, so this piece right here is copper, and it conducts electricity, obviously, from the ground. Not always do I want to go barefoot, which I do a lot. Honestly, I do a lot. And it helps a lot of things. Vertigo, jet lag, 15 minutes barefoot on the grass. It fixes your soul. Your heart feels better. Everything works better. I'm a proponent of earthing or grounding. But some days I don't want my feet to get all muddy. Most days I'm okay with it, but some days I want to slip on my shoes and go to the post office or what have you. So I wear my grounding flip-flops, and then I'm still grounding. I'm still conducting that electricity. So these are really, really great. I'll link the company below. It's, I think, sorry. 783 is Harmony 783, I believe, but Harmony 783 is the website where I buy my flip-flops because it works. I can walk to the mail, and I walk across the grass, and I can get my mail, and I'm grounding, and I don't necessarily have to be barefoot in case there's rocks or whatever's in the grass. I don't want to step on it sometimes. If I'm in my backyard, I know it's in the grass. So anyway, okay, I have another thing. Okay, this is weird. I'm grateful that I tried this so that I could tell you, I don't know if I would buy this. I don't want to be mean, but it's a makeup brush and everybody's talking about it, and it's supposed to make it put it on your foundation. It's supposed to make you feel like you're having a spa treatment, and it, has a million little bristles. Can you see all those little bristles? and lots of people are talking about it and telling you how great this is. And some places they're charging $40. I think I paid $5 on Amazon. Anyway, I'm not mad. I mean, I'm really grateful that I tried it, but I don't know, it comes with a little case. I guess that's nice. It just didn't seem like it was as magical as everybody said it was going to be. Maybe other people tell me if you think it's magical, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I just like put my foundation on and then I use this to blend everything in. I don't know. Okay, so I'm grateful I tried it, but I probably won't link it below. How's that? Anyway, okay. So, happy birthday to me. I'm excited. My friend Kim, the stay-at-home quilter, it is her birthday too on May 6th. So make sure you hop over to Kim. I think she's the stay-at-home quilter on Instagram. Got to tell her happy birthday. And there's quite a few people that have birthdays right around there. So that's kind of a fun thing to celebrate. But to celebrate your friends, send them a card, give them a hug if you're in person, or maybe you could donate a cake, some frosting, some sprinkles, some balloons. I would appreciate it, but I'm guessing that there's some 7-year-old little girl that's going to be thrilled to get a pink funfetti cake with pink sprinkles and unicorns in it. I think that one has unicorns and pink napkins. She's just going to be tickled to death that she got something like that. And you're going to help a mom's heart when she walks in that food bank and she sees that. She's going to be so happy that she can give her daughter a little happy birthday party. So we get to be a part of making some birthdays for some happy, deserving little kids. That's going to be a good thing. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. Let's have I have cappuccino after this. You know I'm going to have cappuccino and some cookies. Those, aren't they the best to have in the fridge so that if somebody comes over, you can just cut them and make some fresh cookies in your house? I love having that there. All right. I've talked enough. So anyway, happy Arbor Day. Plant a tree, stitch on a tree. How about that? Stitch on Anna Forrest Grew if you're working on it. I think Janet Jabber over there. I think she's been working on hers. There's lots of people that are working on it. And I think the 2 Martini Stitcher, she's working on Anna Forrest Grew. Don't forget to buy sardines. Put them on your grocery list. Put sardines on your grocery list. They're not too expensive. They stack up really easy. And you can feed your tomatoes so you get some really beautiful tomatoes this summer. So that'll be a good thing. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll chat soon. Bye-bye.